Oh my, I actually feel kind of silly right now. I've been looking for these three journals for who knows how long. Wow, I put them there. That is a stumble on my part. So be it. So be it. I wanted to talk to you about the day that I had and maybe some of the stuff that I learned can help you. So I had one of those phone calls today that really just opened my eyes. You ever have those phone calls? It's just that one person that you maybe don't talk to all that often, but when you guys just get going, it's like flow state. You're given and are giving advice left and right. It's one of those where by the end of the phone call, you've both written down a few pages or sticky notes or index cards of notes saying, okay, this is what I have to do. This is what I have to structure. This is how my mind has to be, like all this stuff, right? So, shout out to my boy, Brian. Brian, you're a real one. That our phone call really, 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 really did help me because of the morning that I had. And for the rest of you, here's how my day went, at least for the most part. I would say the first 7-ish hours. Or I would say this, let me start from the beginning. First hour, routine. I was locked in. I got up, drank my lemon water, got on the rebounder, shablam, and bounced, right? Woke up with music, having a good time, enjoying myself. I went downstairs, made myself my celery juice, prepared my lunch for the day, and got everything rocking and rolling. Awesome. Routine. Let's go. Got my little brother to school, then went to work. Then starts the day, my work day, at least. And I would say the first 7 hours of that was very, I'll call it mind numbing. Mind numbing, not because of the job itself, but because of the state I was in. I showed up in this mental state of like not being able to get much done. I felt a bit lethargic, like I was tired, I guess, feeling kind of lazy, feeling tired, but it wasn't a physical exhaustion. It was like a mental exhaustion. My brain was very, very, very much not there. I was not in the moment. Luckily, all that time went by, and at one point I locked in, and I locked in really, really hard, and I got into a bit of a flow state for about, I don't know, an hour or two, just about like 2 hours, to the point that I didn't notice when it was like right about the end of my shift until that time appeared on the screen. I was like, wait a second. Whoa, we're done. Gotta go. Like, we're ready to go. Let's go. And I came back home, and I was on the drive home. That's when I called Brian. And in our conversation, one of the conclusions I came to about my day was the fact that the reason I was so tired was because I would describe it as my mind and my body weren't connected. They were disconnected. What do I mean by that? It means my mind wanted my body to do something other than what it was doing, but my body was on an autopilot. And so my mind kept running in circles and circles and circles, wanting to see this progress and these actions and these results that my body wasn't providing. And so at some point, my mind got tired of thinking these things. And mind you, this wasn't today. This wasn't like a today only thing. This has been because of multiple days in a row of my body not meeting my mind's desires and expectations, right? And you could use whatever language or phrasing you want to use. You could say logical brain, emotional brain, monkey mind. I don't know what the other one is, but this idea that we've got sides, we've got states, we've got modes, we've got things, right? At my best, I'm the energy king, right? I show up as the ridiculously wealthy energy king. That means I'm in full alignment, full connected, right? My actions match my thoughts, my mind, right? So that was the first step, realizing there was a disconnect there. And it really had to do with the fact that I've talked about these big goals, these dreams, these outcomes that I am going to achieve, these results I'm going to create. Yet I wasn't doing anything towards that these last few days. And I got a bit restless. I wasn't exactly moving my body all that much, not in a way that warranted being that tired, but my mind was working overdrive, not meeting, or my body was not meeting my mind's expectations, right? So I needed a reframe, I needed a reset, and that's what the phone call that I had really helped me do. Just reframe, reset, show up a little bit differently. And I didn't even think I was going to have that conversation, but then it just so happened that way, and it was beautiful. Some of the things that I really, really, really noted down was that what I am creating right now, like my offer to the world, is my map of how I got to where I am right now. It's not about the product that I'm going to be selling. It's not about the specific thing. It's about the framework that I used to uplift myself from a place of doubt and worry and depression to a place where, even though my circumstances in my life aren't perfect, I am so happy with the way my life is right now. And I'm only continuing to get happier because of all of these things that I've created for myself, all of these beliefs and this framework that I have that I want to give to others. I'm going to go step by step as to show, how did I get from where I was back in college, realizing that it wasn't for me, and I was terrified out of my mind because I didn't know where I was going, what I was going to do, where I was going to end up, and getting to a place where I now see that my life is fuel for my future. Right? My life right now, my circumstances right now, the job that I'm in, the people that I'm around, it's fuel to get to where I want to go. And I keep giving myself these little nuggets of like rewards, of celebrations. These are the events that I do, the seminars that I attend. Part of that is a moment in time when I get to just disconnect and cherish and celebrate all that I've created, right? But that doesn't mean I need to push people to go there and experience those things. What most people are looking for is me. Like when I am listening to someone going through some problem in their lives and I have advice to give, I give it. And when I feel as though, they're really understanding and taking the advice, in the past, I would just point them in the direction of some other resource, right? And that's where it stops. That's where they stop. They don't go on and take in that resource because they're not looking for that. They're looking for more of what I have to offer. And as of right now, I don't have much. I don't have much because I haven't created that. I haven't brought it all together because I have so much in my mind. I have so many experiences from the last 2 or 3 years. I have to just put them all together now. So I got to that point, right? I got to the point where I want to help others, those who are terrified, either in or right after college, who are thinking, the world is changing so much. My life is changing so much. What am I going to do? Where am I going to end up? And I want to give them the certainty that I have in my life right now. Not that I'm 100% sure how my life is going to end up, but that I'm 100% sure that everything will work out exactly how it's supposed to. And to take steps to get there. And I have those steps because I've done those steps. And now I want to share those steps because that's what I feel called to do. That's what I feel called to give. The love that I'm experiencing is the love that I have to give. So that was point one. Again, that was with Brian. Shout out Brian. Double shout out. The other part, among some other more tangible steps, I guess, was this idea, this concept that, in life, and this goes for any areas of life, The person with more skills and more knowledge and more talent isn't the one that becomes successful. The person that becomes more successful is the one that has more reasons to be successful. It's not the person that knows more or can do more. It's the person that needs to do more, that has the drive to do more, that is pushing themselves to do more. It's the reasons to win that make someone successful, not who they are, right? Or should I say, not the skills that they have or the talents that they have or any of that, right? Because I have met some incredibly genius people who have no desire, no drive to win. And because they have no desire, no drive, they lead incredibly standard lives. And if standard is what you're looking for, there are thousands, millions of frameworks out there that'll tell you exactly how to be standard, exactly how to be ordinary. That's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is to surround myself with, be around, and help others become outstanding. I want to be outstanding, and I have a list of reasons, a long list, as to why that needs to happen. The longer that list of reasons is, the more likely someone is to succeed. Because when one reason gets shaken up a little bit by maybe doubt or confusion or someone bringing up some objection, you have others to lean back on as to why you shouldn't give up, why you have to keep going, why it's important to do what you said you were going to do. I loved that because it really is the hungriest people that find the way to eat the most. Right? And hunger, that's neither a good or a bad thing, right? When I think about successful people, some people can get real anxious about it, wondering about, good and bad and, someone who's successful or wealthy, what are they going to do? Hunger has nothing to do with what someone does with that hunger. That's more about like their character. That's more about who they are. But ultimately, someone who wants to do good in the world, they also have to be hungry. If you think that you don't want to be successful because successful people are X, Y, Z, and you don't want to be like that, you don't want to be, harmful or evil or whatever words that you use, right? The way I view it is, the more success that I have means the more resources I will get, meaning the more resources I will have to give. Simple. Choking on my own words there. I know that I will become so successful in my life because I know that one of my reasons is to give, is to help other people. That hunger has always been there for me and will continue to be there for me. And again, I have so many reasons why that is. And I'm not saying you need to have those reasons, but I am saying that just because you want success doesn't make you a bad person. If you're afraid of success, don't be. Use the success, use the money as a tool, because that's all it is. And use it in the best way that you know how. In some people's hands, a hammer is a weapon. But in others, it can help build a beautiful home. You get to choose what you do with your tools, all right? Trust. Trust that you deserve it. Trust that you will do good with it. All success and money does is or all success and money do, is magnify who you already are. If you think you're a good person, get hungry, get that success, right? If you don't think you're a good person, well, then there's other things we gotta work on first. But you could get there too. You can. You can believe in yourself and see the goodness that is already within you. Do you have anything else that I want to say? No, that's pretty much it in terms of what I'd like to share in this video. There's some that, smaller stuff, step, blah, 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 blah. Stuff that I plan to implement in my strategy, in my work, in order to create a bigger impact. Again, I'm looking to help people. I'm looking to grow. And in order to do that, well, I need to grow. I need to do it intentionally. I need to do it in a way that makes sense and will actually get that result, right? So I'm going to do it in a way that feels right for me. I don't believe in, sacrificing myself and my morals for the goal, for the outcome, because it's not about the outcome at the end of the day. It's about the person that I'm becoming in pursuit of the outcome. The outcome is just going to be the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. But the real meat of this cake, the bulk of it, is going to be the person that I am, the person that I'm growing into, because that's what's really going to matter. That's what's really going to shift the needle and change people. So I'm looking to grow as a person, me. All right? Anywho, I have rambled enough, rambled a bunch, and I'm so happy with the way things are turning out. I know I needed today. I know I needed to go into this stage of discomfort and even threshold where I got this insight and I see the opening and I have to take it. I have to take it. I have to move forward. And because of that, I'm going to be who I'm meant to be. Oh yeah. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go upload this video. It's going to be a great time. You're going to love it. I'm going to love it. It's going to be awesome. And I will let you know just as soon as, my official offer gets released. It's going to be me at the core, me in my heart, and I know you're going to love it. So until then, just remember to always fill up with the love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.